What's up, guys, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. This is UA Lost Kids here with my face in view for once. The plan is to try and figure out how to record my face while I'm doing openings, just because I feel like that's a lot more fun because you can kind of see my reactions to the polls that I have going on. It's just, you know, I don't know, it kind of interacts with you guys more. So that's something I'm still trying to figure out, but that is not the topic of this video today. Today we're going to talk about my thoughts and predictions of the newest One Piece OP05 set. Fantastic set. I cannot say that enough. It's really it's just really good. If you watched my opening video, you heard me talk about how I think it's the second set of the year. I think Romance Dawn takes the cake, obviously, just because it's the first, you know, it's just the first set of One Piece, really. It's crazy that One Piece came out just a year ago. It's blowing up. It's a crazy fun game. It's just really well balanced all around. You can collect it. You can play it competitively. There's a lot of different tournaments that are coming out. You can play it online competitively, which is super neat. It's just a refreshing change of pace from what we've been having in the TCG community for the last few years. You know, Flesh and Blood, that came out and it was pretty neat, but you know, I haven't seen many people posting about it as much as I used to. And also the game mechanics are, like, in my opinion, this is just me, are just meh. Like, they're not great, they're not awful, but they're just not my favorite. But that's a me thing. Obviously, you love Flesh and Blood, please, by all means, I obviously play it. I'm not talking bad about the game whatsoever. I'm saying it's just not for me. But yeah, no, this new set, OP05, fantastic set, like I said. Very meta-defining. A lot of new cards are coming out that are going to be played in a lot of different decks. So, coupled with the fact that there is a large, like a very big collectability portion of this as well, it's like, it's just a really good set. I don't know how else to say it. I think it's going to maintain its long-term value as well, as far as like sealed product goes. I'm not seeing, so, and mind you, I'm only going by what my LGS tells me, and you know, I'm very good friends with the manager there. Their allocation got cut just before the set came out. They had wanted to get, I think it was either 2 or 3 cases, and they only end up able to get a case in 4 boxes. I don't believe they're technically a I think it's like gold seller store for One Piece or something like that. Like, there's like tiers, right? So like, I don't think they're like on the upper echelon of selling One Piece. So that probably affected it a little bit. But even the rewaves, they're only allocated to get 4 boxes for the second wave and 3 boxes. I think it was somewhere in that range. It was like 3 boxes for the wave after that. So yeah, so they're not overprinting the bejesus out of this, from what I can tell anyway. Obviously, I don't have all distributors' data and all that good stuff, but I do know my LGS is trying to get as much of it as possible because they literally sell out on release every single time, which is super encouraging for the health of the game, especially when I come from a very small area, and we, you know, the player base isn't like massive or anything, but the demand is absolutely there. So it's just super duper encouraging. And like I said, since the allocation and the print waves aren't absolutely insane, I think this set will hold some value. We didn't see that so much with the last set, Kingdoms of Intrigue. We're not seeing, we are seeing prices generally for the alternate arts and whatnot. You know, they are drifting upwards for sure. But just look at the manga rare from that set. That was at what, 350, 325 for the longest time, and now it's crept up to, like, I think it's at 475 ish, 500 ish, in that kind of range. And don't get me wrong, I think the signed Luffy's and the manga Luffy were a bit high, and we're already seeing it come down quite a bit. I guess the pull rate is a lot better for the signed, at least. I'm not sure about the manga Luffy's. I have not seen a lot of manga Luffy's on the groups and for sale. That could be just because people are holding on to it, which is also just going to keep the price up. I see that still going for 2K. So I don't think you'll see the signed version of Luffy dip below 1,500 much, and if it does, it won't be for long. And the same with the manga Luffy. I'd wager to say the manga Luffy is probably going to stay in the 2K range once all is said and done. And mind you, I'm talking like 4 weeks, 5 weeks out now. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to look back on this, see if what I'm saying is at least somewhat correct, or if it's completely wrong, I'll just be like, wow, I was totally off the mark, right? It's interesting because you're already seeing some cars that dip down to like $40, $35. They're already kind of going back up. And mind you, I'm talking about like the pretty art, the alternate arts, the glamour treatments of these cards, right? I'm not talking about because there's cheaper versions of all these cards, right? So that's really nice, and I think that's where they're really succeeding in that idea. And that's what I really like. It's like you can bling out a deck, or you can play it on a budget. Like it makes it accessible for everybody, but it also allows you to. And don't get me wrong, some super rares, a little pricey, a little expensive, right? But the majority of these cards you can get them in a different version, and you can play on a budget if you want to. But if you don't want to and you want to go crazy, you can bling out a deck and have a really nice looking deck, right? So it's really nice. So yeah, I really think that the supply of this set is going to kind of stay kind of low. I wouldn't say it's going to be super duper low, but I don't think that it's going to be printed as much as Kingdoms of Intrigue. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting, the feelers I'm getting from what I can tell from the groups, from what I can tell on TCG Player as well. I mean, cases are still, right now, what's today, the 10th, December 10th, cases are $2,000, right? Which is insane, absolutely insane. So I mean, if that price point holds and the price point of these boxes hold, then you're not going to see a ton of movement on the singles, because there's not going to be enough product to open really. Well, again, this is the pretty singles. Yes, Goku. Yes, I see you. We have a visitor. It's Goku. She's my kitty. She's yelling at me because she hears me talking, and and here comes Stark. All right, so in conclusion, I do believe that this is a pretty meta-defining. I don't think we're going to be wrong about this. It's a meta-defining set. I think the pricing won't move too much more from where it's at right now as far as singles go. I also don't think the box pricing will move too much as well. I don't think cases will stay at 2K. I think cases will probably drift down to like the 16, 17 range, but still, that's high. That's super high for a case. So we'll look back on this, see if I'm right, and we can go over what I was wrong about, what I was right about, and be a neat little series. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about One Piece in general, or about this set that just came out. I think it's definitely the second best set of the year. Romance Dawn obviously probably takes the cake for the best set, because it's like the base set of One Piece, right? But overall, compared to all the other sets, boy, this set's it's a strong contender. That manga Luffy and the signed Luffy, man, they are so pretty. I've only seen the signed Luffy in person so far, but I'm sure someone's gonna get a manga Luffy around, at some point here. And I've got my cases coming next week. There will be a live stream, hopefully either Tuesday or Wednesday. One of those days, we'll be doing a live stream. So keep an eye out for that. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter to know when I'll be going live. And we can crack some packs, maybe have a couple of brewskis, and hang out. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for being here. See you later.